Might use this. Looks. Okay. Yeah? Yeah, Mango? You trying to get my attention? I got her this new toy. It also looks like it's already frayed some places. Oh well. She just to chew on it, but it shouldn't look crazy. It should last a bit. Hopefully. How you doing? I got her some new toys yesterday. I was out and about, so I needed to um stop by a place and sorry, I'm getting distracted by cat. The outer tone might be a good one to try too. I just wanted to check out some music. Alright, the game we're playing today is called Goodbye World. And I got this. It seemed interesting. Alright. How. Start full screen application. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna stream this. There. I'm just trying to do the wire. There's some color. Alright. So, I don't know much about this game. I've never seen it played. But it's a game I was interested in for a while. And just decided to reselect it as a gift. So I think it would be a good game. All right. Specific. Goodbye world. It's tiny. Why is it so tiny? There we go. It's small on my screen, so let's see. I can see chat like this. Wow. I should make myself so smaller. Hi, Mango. Some fools don't know how they truly feel. Yeah. Some fools in the world hide how they truly feel. They think if they tell the truth, people would think they're lame. Or maybe think they're crazy. And they can't stand that, so they lie. But because they're not very smart, they let the truth slip in places people would notice. That to me, is one of the lamest things anyone could do. Ooh, harsh. that is very harsh. Goodbye, world. Oh gosh, Mingo wants to play. I want to play too, Mingo. Oh. March 2017. 4 years ago. Both me and Kane-chan were still studying in college. Blocks. Move, jump, break blocks, set blocks. Move cursor, set, and setting mode. Try again, long press, C plus X. Let's go. Interesting. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so it seems like this is gonna be a mix of some story and platformer puzzle. So I'll lock the door to clear the stage. Oh, I got the key. Alright. I think I was supposed to use more blocks. There we go. That's cute. Yay. Hey, Kani. Can't you talk it out? Talk? I just... I just want to make a game I can be happy with. And I know I can't do it with her. So talking it out would be pointless. I'll have you know, the entire point of this assignment is to learn how to work as a team. We'll work towards the contest, but winning isn't the objective. Is she talking? We'll work towards the contest, but winning isn't the objective. She just wants to make a game she's happy with, not trying to... right? Sometimes, like, a lot of people are like, oh, they just really want to win. Nah, she just wants to make a game she's proud of. The thing that colleges, I think, kind of mess up is expecting teamwork to suddenly become a thing just by putting people into a group. But it doesn't work like that. You actually have to teach them how to work together. Because it's just... It's so freaking annoying because there was always like, there's sometimes like always one person who like does their own thing. Or you don't really work good together. And it's like, alright, I don't have the skills to be a leader, so I shouldn't take up leadership position. Game college, just remembering annoys me. It gave me the skills I needed, but like, goodness, like every time I'm like, oh, how did you do that? They're like, just look it up. And I'm like, I will end up with different search results than you will. Just tell me the website or video you found. Send me a link. We have Discord. We have resources. Like, you don't have to tell me how you did it. Just send me the resource you used. Please. Working as a team is just like, sometimes people just do their own thing, and then my work ends up being left out. And I'm like, I put time and effort into this, and you didn't tell me what to correct? How dare you! Sometimes those guys were just way too polite, and they would rather not tell me, and instead do it on their own because they can do it better. They cannot do it better. They either make the level too small and not enough space because they don't know what they're doing, or they just like, hey, this is too big. We don't have enough time. Make it smaller. Just tell me. I am your level designer. I can take feedback. Not criticism well. I don't take criticism well. Feedback, yes. Criticism about me as my person and my skills, no. I'm not good at that. I'm sorry. Me is like, oh yes, your work is a little, need some changes here and that. Just tell me what you need changed. If you're like, the level's too small, I'm like, I can draw you a new one. I can do it in a day. Doesn't help I was going through a lot during that time, but yeah. So it's like, it's not to do about winning the contest. It's to do about getting work done that you're happy with. And sometimes the other person is not easy to work with. And it's like, I think the focus should be working together. We only have one TA, so that didn't mean we didn't have a lot of systems, but he explained a lot. He went over details, made videos of it, posted those videos so you could always look back at it. Oh gosh, I loved our TA. But like, yeah, I understand. She just wants to make a game she's happy with. Not a game that will win a contest, but a game that she would want to play. Not some cheap little quick project that you get done and over with. Yeah. Also, something that don't teach you in college: scoping. I wish they went more into detail because I'd be like, I have this big idea, and then I realize I don't have enough time to make this big idea, and there's a lot of things I need to do. Like, just tell your students make something small, make a single level thing, and if you can make more levels, that's great. But start with level 1. Make a single level game. If you can make more levels of that game, great. But don't plan more levels of that game. Just just focus on a small scope. Scoping is an important skill to teach, and it's taken me a long time to understand scoping and be like, what can I actually do? And guess what got me to understand scoping? Game jams. Game jams help you understand scoping and how big an idea actually is, and how to actually implement ideas. So, like, anyone could come up with an idea. Knowing how to implement that idea into a game is completely different. This is the same with story writing. Story writing for games is completely different from writing a book or any stuff. And someone could be an amazing screenwriter. I wouldn't trust them near a game. Not unless they've written for at least 3 games and have gotten feedback on those writings. I once was working on a game jam with someone, and this writer kept changing the story, and I'm like, no. And with the story, they kept changing my puzzle design, and I'm like, no, keep it within bounds. This is too long. Shorten it. It's really great. Just shorten it. I give them feedback. They change and write a new story. No, just keep the premise you had. It was fine. Stop writing. Writers are like, oh, we want to write. We want to be like expressive, detail orientated. You're great at writing stories, yes. You're not great at writing games. The games requires a lot of dialogue, so it has to be natural dialogue, which is really difficult to make. I'm a level and narrative designer. I understand how narrative is supposed to feel in a game. I'm not great at writing. I think a lot of people confuse narrative design for story writer. I, but I consider those different. The narrative designer helps the story writer create a narrative that flows well with the level design. It has to feel natural, and it has to give clues to what's going on in the game. It's not supposed to be easy. Well, it's never easy. But people are like, oh, you can do that. No, you can't. Have you spent time and effort? No. You also have to get a very good sense of spatial awareness because, like, apparently your height can affect how big or small a level is made. Yay! And while something may look good on the screen when you're making it, playing it is a completely different story. I'm sorry, I get it excited. Okay, I should continue to game. I've been ranting for way too long. But yeah, it's harder. I know that. But still, I don't want to enter the contest with a meteor product. But excuse me, I came to hand in my assignment. I'm a little busy right now. Can you wait a minute? Oh. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, there's bound to be a problem whenever you work in a team. There's bound to be a problem. Yeah, and you should be the one teaching them how to resolve it. Yeah, game. Okay, a lot of people are like, oh wow, this single person made a project. Cool. I really like game development because it's not a single person project. A single person is really limited in what the scope of the project can be. I love working in teams though. Can't you solve the issue with a discussion? No. Fine. These so-called pixel art graphics are just normal illustrations shrunk in size, right? I don't even see any effort made to clean the lines. So can you redo it and draw it in the style I requested? You're a programmer. What would you know about art? Oh, she's not talking. I love to joke around that programmers don't have a good sense of art and design, but they know what they're asking for. And she obviously gave very concrete definitions like, hey, you just made normal illustrations and just shrunk it. That is not how you do pixel art. Pixel art is completely different. And so, like, are you even an artist if you can't even tell the difference between a normal illustration and pixel art? Because pixel art is very different. You can't just make an image and shrink it down. That's not how it works, honey. That's not how it works. You actually need to make pixel art. Honey. See? It's impossible. She won't even listen. Oh, so he was treating her like she's the issue when it's the other girl. I see, I see. He's like, you didn't even try. She did try. She gave feedback. This has probably been happening. Like, what you need to consider is this was probably happening a lot when they're talking to you. Like, hey, I need this type of art. I made this type of art. No, you just added, you just made a normal size art and then scaled it down. That is not pixel art. That is, oh gosh. Oh gosh. As a designer, that makes me cringe. Like, who would do that? Like, why? Pixar is an art form in itself. Do you not know how to do pixel art? This girl's like, I am sticking to one art style and just adjusting it. And then, she obviously knows what she's talking about. She's like, you didn't even clean up the lines, meaning she noticed there's issues with it. Goodness. I wonder what's going on. But yeah, programmers can also be persnickety, be like, this doesn't follow what my idea is. But they also can be very sweet. Programmers can be very sweet. I just think they don't have, like, I just like to think they're logical dudes who just, I'm including women in this, by the way. When I say dudes, I mean multiple people. Even though dudes seem like an only guy thing, I'm like multiple people. Programming people, the programming dudes, my fam. They tend to be very logical, so sometimes they're a little confused when it comes to art and design. That's a good aspect of art and design too. Just because they can't do it doesn't mean they can't understand it. Does it really have to be pixel art? Really? 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 That's what you say. I still find it funny. It's like, does it have to be pixel? And this game is entirely pixel art. It's really good pixel art too. Does it really have to be pixel art? I'm more concerned about the artist who can't properly do pixel art than the programmer who is asking for pixel art. Like, okay, sure. Yeah, maybe she's asking for a lot. But the artist is obviously limiting her own skill sets by not doing pixel art. And art games tend to be simple and easy to make. Like, girl, what are you doing? Does it really have to be pixel art? Well, it's the simplest and easiest way to make um make a simple game. Like 2D games are more complex than people think, but they look so simple and cute. So like I'm like he's getting on this girl for not cooperating, but the other girl's not just as non-cooperative as she is, to be honest. And I'm guessing it's the artist girl who complained. Like, no, not all artists are this prissy, but like, okay. Something I have for, okay, if you want to be a game artist, please learn how to do it with the game engine you're working with. Because there's so many times where I had to put the artist's assets into the game and I'm like, I don't know the size of the art piece. And I have to ask them, hey, what's the art size? Because I don't know what pixel size to use. I don't know the scale. Please learn a little bit about the game engine you're working in. Then it would help me so much. It's so less work. Ah. Mango's looking at me and is like, are you okay? I'm fine, honey, I'm fine. It's just does it really have to pixel? I'm more concerned about the art girl who doesn't know how to do pixel art properly. God, it's just been like one-sided. I'm like, I would have been like, girl, do you not know how to do proper pixel art? That could limit your choices. Games like just there's a lot of game companies that still use pixel art. It's not as popular nowadays, but pixel art games are really cool. I'm playing this. There's an ad about to start, but I'm gonna move a little forward. Yes. Um. Sorry, mind if I interject? Hi, I'm Kumada. Kumade? Kumada. I'm in arts and design. Oh my goodness! An angel sent from above! An arts and design person! Perfect for a programmer. I don't think we've talked before, being in different courses. You're Kani-san, right? In programming and development? Well, yes. You're looking for someone that can create pixel art, right? So, how about leaving that to me? Professor? Would it be alright if I switch places with the other artists for this assignment? Oh, damn! Okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Did you know what she just did? She's like, oh, the other artist is less skillful than I am. I can do this better. I can do pixel art. I can do this. I can do that. That other artist is gonna have a hard time finding a job if she isn't able to do, isn't willing to do other art styles. Like, you gotta be flexible as a game artist. Like, really flexible. Hi, Mango. She's chilling. Like, do you know how many artists there are? And like, if you want a good portfolio, you need to show a variety of skills, like doing pixel art, anime art, realism, surrealism, so many skills. And then showing off your own personal style. So show that you can do different types of art. Show that you can do the art requested by the developer, because not being able to do that is going to limit her. Yeah, Mango. Oh, she's so cute. She's just staying next to me. I got her a new toy that you can put treats in, and she's like, she's smelling around it and goes around it, but I haven't seen her play with it. So I'm gonna wait for Outbreak to end in 2 minutes, but I'm gonna just talk about this. Anyways, back to the artist thing. You need a variety of skills. You need to show you can do a lot, like making clay figures, claymation. Some games use that. That is a talent. Water painting, whatever. Show you have a variety of skills. Show you can do art in different formats. Doesn't matter if it's in digital or traditional. It just matters that you can do it. Yeah, Mango's looking at me like, why are you so loud? I am passionate. Oh, coming to me? Hi. You don't need to. Don't need to, Mango. Oh yeah. Can I switch places with other artists? Girl, you're getting your role swap taken from you. Girl. Girl, she's probably gonna say yes. Because she's like, I'm working with this impossible programmer who's asking me to do pixel art. And it's saying my work's not good enough. He's like, yeah, you just did normal illustrations and scaled it down. That's terrible. Like, no one's gonna a game company that does pixel art is not gonna take you, because that's not how you do pixel art. Like all those small details are turned into like big blocks, and it's gonna look so bad. Like being able to do actual pixel art lets you be able to do the actual detailing, and so I can see ad breaks now. Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, like look at all these small details. This was all done in pixel art. What are you talking about, girl? Like this is all pixel art. Look how detailed this looks. This scene looks detailed. It looks like people who work here. It looks great. And it's not as great as realistic, but it's still very pretty cool. Like there's details. There's details upon details upon details, and you're telling me you can't do that? You just made normal art and just scaled it down, and that's not how you do pixel art. Gosh, alright, I'm gonna continue now. If both parties are agreeable, I don't see why not. I'm in agreement. I can't stand working another second with a selfish jerk like Connie. Really? All she was asking you to do was pixel art. Girl, if you don't know how to do pixel art, just say so. Gosh, that's so mean. Like, girl, like I can see who actually wasn't the one working in the team like manner. Like, this girl was not a team player, and the teacher is siding with her. Like, yeah, she's probably gonna get a failing grade because she doesn't want to do anything but her own style. Yeah, no, girl, you're not gonna make it in the industry. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say this, but you're not gonna make it in the industry for long. No, you're not. No, no, no. You're not gonna make it in an industry so long. Someone's gonna take your place because they can do your job better than you can. Yeah. She. Gosh. Also, like, if. Is she also an arts and design student? Or is she a programming and development student? I'm wondering that because there was a lot of times in college where like animation and other majors took the same classes as I did, and I was just game development and design to be more specific. This is my undergrad. I also have my master's. But like, yeah. So it was like, can I talk about the story? Like, gosh, they got her tone just right too. Oh my goodness. Like, girl, girl. Like, if you can't work with a programmer, then you can't do anything. She's like, this is the type of teammate who wants everything their way. And they are not going to bend or any other direction. Stiff as a stick. I can't say her. Connie. Basically, Connie wanted a specific art style. She didn't want to do that specific art style and did a shoddy job at it. Girl, when you get into the game industry, you're gonna have to do what they want, not what you want. And they're acting like Connie is the asshole. She's the programmer. She can ask for shit. I actually wanted to try my hand in pixel art. But my team was against it because the style is too old. I hate that saying. Like, the style is too old. So many people love pixel art games. It may be considered retro, but it's a lovable form. It's so lovable. There's so many good games with pixel art. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It is so many games. And while there's a lot of games doing more, realism, I still think of the feeling of unrealistic. Like, the art. Like, there's a lot of styles where, like, art looks just so good. Like, just the theme and the coloring and all of that is so important. I'm more of a designer than an artist, but I know my details. She's the fucker. Candy, what do you think? Yes. Can you really do it? I'm pretty certain I can. Oh. This assignment I was about to hand in should have a sample of my work in dot style. Can you see? You can see and decide for yourself. Oh gosh, this girl is selling herself well. Like, yes, girl, yeah. Why not? If I have the skills you're looking for. And that's how we started making games together. Legends of Elder Oh, hearts. Oh, okay. Alright, now it's the platforming part. April 2021. After we graduated from school, we never got a full-time job. We decided we'd make a living by making games together. Oh no, but reality was harsh. Oh no. The making games together is really difficult. Like, yeah. Instead of spending time making games, most of our time was spent working part-time jobs. Yeah, the harsh reality of you end up spending so much time working on a part-time job or like a job because you can't get a job in the gaming industry. But in order to get a job in the gaming industry, you have to keep working on games. Good suggestion would be finding volunteer opportunities to work with other teams and making games. That's what I'm doing right now. There's also opportunities to like go to conventions and all that. There's I need to find the name. Uh ASGC, always supporting the gaming community. The games community. ASGC. They help people try to find jobs. They have all of this stuff. It's just right now I'm trying to focus on making a game with a group. That way I can showcase my work. But I'm not. I wish I had a bigger role in some of the areas because some of it was already developed and made by someone else, and I'm just adding stuff into it. Yeah. But yeah. I should try to talk more with the team because I really like them. They're really great. I just being quiet because this week's been busy. I should talk to them more because like I really like them. I've just been busy trying to juggle a bunch of stuff. And also the fact that I take like 3-hour naps. That takes a lot of time out of my day. Anyways. But yeah, this is the reality. It's just end up spending more time in a different job you're not interested in instead of being able to work on games that you are interested in. It's probably the same controls. 3, 1, 2. Ooh. I love the sea. The salty air stings. Sand blocks can't be set even if you break them. They will always fall without support. Oh. I wanted to grab. Ooh. And I want to accidentally crush myself. That's so cool. That's smart. You can't fight them. Ooh, ooh. Nice! I did it! This is gonna get so hard later on, I just know it. Hey. Oh. Hi, boss. How's it going? What are you doing? What? I'm just playing a game. You idiot. Do your work! Yeah, probably that's... Yeah, no one takes kind of lightly with it. Just... Oh, go away under my feet. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Anyways, this is so... She's like, come on, let me play a game. Like, you'll attract the gamers if you let her play games. You want to attract the gamers. They need to get outside. They need sunlight. I need sunlight. You got so angry over playing a game? What? It feels like people who don't play games have issues with emotional regulation. And some people who do play games have issues with emotional regulation. But I think games are a healthy way of expressing anger and other emotions. If it gets too overwhelming, though, maybe the game's not good. Like, there was a card game I used to play, and I got so angry at it, and I just got tired of getting angry at it. So I just stopped playing. You need to know your limits, people. I thought something was off about you, even during the interview. Really? She was just playing a video game. Are you gonna fire her for that? That is so dumb. Oh, she's not busy carrying empty boxes around. I'm gonna fire her for that. But I didn't think you'd be this useless. Sir, I know carrying... What even is this store? There's a bunch of things in glass cases. But it doesn't look like a jewelry store. What even is this store? Sorry. What is the matter with you? I mean, excuse me, sir? She was just playing a game. Well, you said I could take it easy when there are no customers around. Uh, yeah. Yeah, there are no customers around. What? Do you want her... Do you mean for her to, like, go outside and swing a sign around instead? I think he expected her to still be doing work, just less work. So I thought maybe I could. Game just a little. Stop making excuses! I hate that. Like, stop making excuses. She just thought she could game a little. You said she could take it easy. Yeah. People who just like assume you understand what they mean when they're being when they mean the opposite. Yeah. Why are you getting so worked up about this? Jeez. I don't care if you're a game creator or whatever. Get some common sense, both you. Where is your common sense, sir? Like, oh, get some common sense, why don't you? And I'm like, the audacity on this person. How's this common sense? Like, so many people are like, oh, this is common sense. This is common sense. I'm like, did you have someone teach you it? Yes. Then it's not common sense. Did you specify you wanted it this way? No. Then it's not common sense. Get some common sense, why don't you? You didn't say anything. How is she supposed to know? Some people, okay, you gotta keep this in mind. Some people take what you say directly. Subtlety is not their thing. You have to say what you want the person to do in words. It's called communicating. Some people are not going to understand your subtleties, and you're gotta realize they may not understand your subtleties, so you need to explain it to them. But no, I don't want to explain it to you because they think it's rude and blunt. I will never understand that. Why? Why did you just not say, I want you to still be working? But you don't need to do you don't need to move. I still want you to be working. But you can take it easy. Just saying, oh, you can take it easy means, oh, you can take a break. Not, oh, I want you to still be working a little bit still, but you don't need to do the hard work when customers are around. It means you can take a break. She assumed it was meant to take a break, and that's what I take it as too. Maybe you're the one without common sense, fool. So many people are like, why didn't you take my words as what they meant? I'm like, I did take your words as what they meant. You just meant something else with your words that I didn't take. Because that's not what I thought when you said it. Yeah, calling her useless because she was taking a break. Because you said she could take it easy, which to a lot of people translate as taking a break. Jeez. Do you know what people in this world, what people like you are called in this world? A social misfit, that's what. Really? Really? This type of attitude I hate the most. A social misfit? What does that even mean? Maybe you're the social misfit and you just don't realize it. Yeah, maybe people have different brains than you do and have different ways of communicating and socializing than you do. And maybe that's the norm and you guys just don't want to realize it because then it breaks your whole entire social structure because you have to include people with different ways of socializing. And you don't want to do that because then it breaks your mind. Okay, I'm getting really pissed off at this. Ah! Social misfit, that's what. Do you say that to all your employees? Oh, you're a social misfit because you work for me. You're a social misfit because you play video games during a time when I said you could take a break. But I didn't mean to actually take a break. Ah, yeah, so mean for no reason. I feel sick. I would too. What am I supposed to do in this situation? But I would. I would not deal with this from anyone. A social misfire. Do you insult all your employees, sir? Because if you do, I see why no one wants to work for you. Oh, that's right. Think of the cat. Mood. That's a big fucking mood. Think of the cat. Always think of the cat. The cat. It's the kitty cat. There. Much better. Okay. I have to calm down. Like, do people not realize how harsh they are being sometimes? Like, alright. I know my HD makes me more moody than most people. Also, I'm very sensitive to criticism because, like, in middle school, during my most sensitive time, people would criticize me over the smallest things. How I dabbed my how I wiped my nose when there was during allergy season. How there were boogers in my nose that I couldn't get with a tissue. It's like fire up, and then they look at my nose and be like, "Oh, you have boogers." So at this point, if someone like criticizes about my hygiene, I kind of shut down, and like it could end up ruining. Like if someone's like, "Oh, you should brush your teeth more," I end up brushing my teeth less. So it's like maybe don't say anything, please, because I like my routines and being it like I struggle with hygiene routines, especially showering. It's not like I don't like showers. Showers are really fun. I also like baths too. It's just immensely it's hard for me to get there. But cat helps. Cat helps mentally. Hey, your games aren't selling and you're short on cash. That's why you're working here, right? Singing cat. Did you ever consider your games don't sell because they're made by a loser like you? No. It's most likely marketing. Like there's so many games out there that so many good games end up being buried. Like so many good things. That's why Steam does like Next Fest and all of that. It's to help games that are not getting recognition get recognition. It's so hard for a game to actually go and sell well. You actually have to really stand out, and someone has to get your eye and then be like, "Oh, cool, this game is neat," and then play it. It's really hard. Like you can make a really good game and it just gets buried. One of the key things is find your niche. Find the people who are interested in pixel games. Go onto social media and look for the. Oh gosh, that reminds me. There's also a lot of game companies who like people who are not active on social media. I would fit in pretty well because I like to keep my face hidden and my personal life to myself. Yeah, I would not spill secrets. No, no, no. Oh, shut up. That guy's so rude. Are you listening? Yeah, no, she's having a panic attack, sir. I've had enough. That's my line! Sure it is, dude. You're the one yelling at a poor defenseless employee. That type of person is awful to work under. He expects you to understand every subtlety. And then when you don't get it, gets mad at you for not understanding your subtleties. Not everyone has the same subtleties or reactions to them. And sometimes miscommunication happens because of those subtleties. I'd rather be direct and blunt. Just fire me and stop shouting. Kani-chan not being able to stick to one job was one of the reasons why it was a struggle to make a living. Well, he didn't get so worked up over her playing a game. It's just so weird. Like, oh yeah, you can take it easy when there's no customers. Her takes it easy. How dare you take it easy when there are no customers? Really? Really? Seem to. How? I don't know how long this game is. I'm having fun though. Later that day. Every time we made a game, Kani-chan lost more confidence. The reason was simple. Our games wouldn't sell. Yeah, that's tough. They're actually able to make games. But then not selling. Ugh. This is a really good game. I would suggest people to play it. Of course it hurt. Yay! This is a really cute way of transitioning scenes. Oh! Caves are dark. Okay. Wait for the frog to go away. Okay, I might need that block. Look carefully before you make a move. What's in here? Anything down here? No. I don't see anything up there. There's the key up there, okay. Let's jump up there. This is gonna take me a bit. Kitty. No. Right now it's not very difficult. But... Hmm. Not there. It's been a while since I played a pixel game like this. Can't remove it, so... Wait, what? Two. Okay, okay. No! I pressed spacebar instead. Oh, hey, Kanji-chan. Why are you here? Oh, it ends if you don't finish it. Okay. Welcome home. I thought you had work today. Well... I quit. It wasn't for me. Again? Like I told you, it's not for me. A 9-to-5 job, socializing. You do realize we're in a tight situation, right? She realizes that. But, like, having someone yell at you is unpleasant. Especially over something minor. I know. I'll find another job soon. Like, I'm sorry. I would have quit too. I don't like people yelling at me for minor shit like that. And calling me useless for playing a game when there are no customers around. Like, you said you could take it easy. That translates to a lot of people taking a break. Anyway, I read your script. How was it? A story about saving a princess from a demon lord. Right? It's a classic storyline. Nowadays, who would want to save a princess from a demon lord? Then what do you suggest? For example... having the protagonist die halfway unexpectedly. Or having a plot twist somewhere, or using metafictional ideas. We need something like that to get people talking about it. To get people talking, huh? Oh, that reminds me. Someone brought up, okay. I feel like a few years ago, I started seeing a lot of games where people were talking about cancer. Especially in... one game was talking about cancer in a baby, and it was a narrative storyline. And another is called Don't Close Your Eyes, or Don't Blink. Oh, Don't Close Your Eyes. It's Don't Close Your Eyes. And both of them are relatively about the same thing, but different experiences. and different reactions. And like it's well, I remember someone talking about it, and they said that the creator of the narrative story one about their child having cancer and not being able to live long didn't get much playthrough. But I would say Don't Close Your Eyes is still relatively popular and being played. I'm not sure how well it did, but they're very different and different ways of talking about the same topic. One is a very narrative experience, and not a lot of people would want to go through something as tragic as losing a child and such a narrative experience because it feels more personal. It feels also a little disconnected because you're seeing it through someone else's eyes. Well, Don't Look Away. Um, I think it's Don't Look Away. It starts with Don't. Um, it instead has you looking, uses your eyes and having you go through the story through through the person's experience instead. It doesn't go through the parent's experience of losing a child. It goes through the kid's experience of having a short life. And it's more thematic and has a lot of symbolism and all of that. And a lot of the tough parts, you end up crying during the game, and you have to keep your eyes open during those parts where you're crying. They knew what parts you'd be crying through, and you have to keep your eyes open while your eyes are tearing up, and it's so difficult, but you have to do it. And I feel like that represented more about what having a short life was about than the narrative story about losing a child to cancer. It was it's someone else's personal experience. The narrative one is someone else's personal experience, while the Don't Look Away is your personal experience. And that's something you have to understand about games. If you want a point to get across, you need to make it the player's personal experience, not your personal experience. So you have to think, how can I get the player to feel this? Not can I convey my emotions to the player? You have to get how can I get the player to feel this? So the reason why that game didn't sell well or anything, it was because of how they portrayed the story. They were portraying it through their eyes and their experiences. When you want someone to understand the devastating effects of cancer on a young child, you have to show them what is lost from a young life. The game first shows an idealized version of the kid's life where he does well, where he gets a grant, or well, he fails the piano exam, but he becomes an artist and he does well and becomes a famous artist. But in fact, he dies young as a kid. He had a short life. He saw and like there's a point where the cat goes outside, has kittens, and the kittens are left outside, and the kid sees coyotes eating the kittens. It's a little dark, yeah, but it shows you how the kid saw death and then saw his upcoming death, and it shows the reaction of the kids around him, like his only friend, and she's like, my mom died of cancer, and at first she's in denial and she's like, oh, you're faking it, and then she realizes it's actually happening. And it's tragic because we first see this version of him becoming famous and all of that and becoming renowned, and then we are shown what actually happened. And that's a hard thing to do. A lot of times, as game designers, we put our own emotions so much into the game, we forget to think about how other people see it. And that's an important difference between the two games. One is a personal experience someone is showing to other people, and the other is a personal experience the gamer is feeling. And that is all the difference it takes for you to realize um, why one game probably didn't sell as much and the other game did better. I don't remember the other game's titles. I just remember seeing someone play it, and yeah. I cried through it, but it's not a type of game you would want to go purchase for yourself. It's not like if I sold it in the game store, I wouldn't have bought it either. I wouldn't have bought it at all, actually, because it's a narrative story of someone else's experience, and it doesn't in tune with me. But I bought Don't Close Your Eyes because it looked interesting, and I enjoyed it because it played well. If I remember correctly, I think they made a second game with a but like very different. The It's a baby that can has telekinesis and is much smarter, and it just shows how one starts life and how one ends life, and it shows the comparisons between the two, and it's amazing. it it gets you involved into the game and see the world through someone else's eyes, and it makes you experience it personally. So that type of game is really hard to make, but you have to be like, how can I get the player to see the world through this character's eyes? Sometimes first person point of view, sometimes third person point of view. A lot of times it really depends. But what you really want is to have the player feel those emotions for themselves and not convey your own emotions onto the player. And that's difficult, especially when you're trying to do something as emotional as a disease. But yeah, that's just what I got thinking. Also, I need to discuss the fact that the gameplay is secondary to the plot. Kenny-chan, but that was your idea. You said you wanted to make a game centered around the storyline. Yeah, I did. But what is the meaning of continuing this way? Make an old school game with a predictable ending. Wouldn't we be creating a game that isn't worth making? I kind of wish I could redo the level. I might be able to. Let me guess. Were you suggesting we start over again? How far in the game production are you? Drawing attention, having meaning, whether it's worth it or not. I don't think any of that mattered to you when you created games in the past. But of course, now it's work. It's different. After we started making games professionally, Kani-chan began to change. Damn it, I messed up the game. So if you die, it just starts the story over again. I wonder if it's a new level. I wonder if it's different, too. Like, about a month after we met, I remember asking Kani-chan a question. It was about the same time I started Kani-chan. Alright, let's try not to die this time. Careful of the lava. Okay. Watch your step. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, I see. Oh, gosh. Damn it! I wasn't ready to jump. Okay. What did I put it on him? Oh! No! This is difficult. I am doing poorly. Platforming is not my strong suit. I'm gonna wait for it to go back up. Now I'm waiting for it to go back down. No! I tried! Oh, I was so close. Honey-chan, can I ask why you make games? Honey-chan? Having an A-game would bring us closer, don't you think? You call me Kuma-chan, too. No thanks. You can call me Kuma-chan, too. Okay. Here's your order. Coffee? That's me. And a wiener melon. Is that all? Yes. Yeah. Place Troy. I don't think this is gonna be a real game. But me sucking at the platforming is gonna be fun. So, why do you make games? Why do you make games? I thought it was the other person. Why? Well, I've been wanting to play those. So I could get a job in the industry, I guess. It's really hard to give a reason. The reason why I like making games is because I like working with other people. I also like making games players can really get to experience and relate to. My favorite part is being able to feel what the character I'm playing as feels. That's that's why you want to do well in the contest? I mean, winning contests is not really much. That's right. Okay. What's that face? Nothing. You have something to say. I just thought, if you're really doing it for a job. Wait a second. I'm not gonna say anything. I just realized something. Wouldn't you make a game more suited to the current trends? Yeah, current trends are also a thing. But, like, you get a bunch of, like, people trying to make money when you follow the current trends, and that just sucks. I haven't really, like, Deltarune did really great, and that's a heavily pixelated game. I'm in Undertale. That's also doing good. Undertale did good, and that's a heavily pixelated game. Why did I say Deltarune? Anyways. I'm not great at platforming, but I was doing so well! And let me ask, why do you draw? I draw because whenever I can create a feeling in someone, may it be surprise or excitement even. Oh, she is more aligned with me. When I see that shift in emotion, that's when I feel truly alive. Gosh, you gotta realize. I think my study abroad, when I did a study abroad when I was an undergrad, I did it in Amsterdam. I talked about this, I believe. I had never. I learned to look at paintings in a completely different light. Like, a very different light. And it has changed my perspective completely. It's like, oh yeah, when you go to an art museum, you just look at the art for a few seconds. Like, yeah, yeah, that's art. That's good. I can't do that. And then you learn about the artists. You learn about the techniques of the time. You learn about all the stuff, and you look at the art, and you're like, that's amazing. You look for all the tiny details. You look for the individual strokes. You look at it all, and you realize, wow, who would have thought? What was that? There was a painting. It was a nighttime scene. It takes place by a slight water edge on a farmland. So there's birds around. There's some cattle in the back. And I also remember the water a little bit. This is in the Netherlands. There's almost always water, but it's to this day probably my favorite painting. I just can't remember who made it. Oh gosh, that painting was so magnificent. Okay, it's a mighty core piece, to be honest, but it was my favorite piece. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Dutch. Okay, let me think. There's so many. Oh, it gives me years. It's the 17th century, I think. It was F. Gosh, why are there so many? Maybe if I actually look at the paintings, I'll remember it. I'm trying to find the specific artist. Give me a sec. Rembrandt, 1640s. So it was 1640s. Probably around this era. '17th century. I wish I could remember the painting name. '17th century. If only I still had my notes from back then. Eesh. The thing is, I think his first name started with H. F. That's not helping me. How was it? Let me check. No, I don't think it was him. Portrait painter, no. I will find this person now. I know this person's art. I don't remember their name. House? Friend's house? Wish I could do specific landscapes. Because he did landscapes. That is all I remember. Maybe him. He did landscapes. It is so hard to find a specific artist during a specific time. If you don't remember their names. And I'm bad at remembering names. Like he had a van in his name. Orion. Don't think that's him. This is why. think it was at the Rembrandt Museum. I've been to so many museums. Why are there no pictures? Yeah. Landscape, landscape, landscape. Where is it? I know it is. Many paintings in the Rembrandt Museum. I'm not seeing it. It's not a famous painting, so I don't think anyone else knows about it. But it's a painting I liked. It wasn't at sea. It was a coastal painting. At night. Which is odd, because none of these fit. This might be it. I am really distracted and sidetracked, I know. Art van der Meer. Art van der Meer. That might be him because he's done. It looks like he's done a lot of night art scenes. Works. Well, it looks. That might be him. Anyways. I thought it was a different name. Oh, I think I found it. This looks like it. Yeah, that looks like it. It's like, are you gonna show us? Give me a sec. I'm gonna show you what I think it is. Alright. I think it's this one. It looks familiar, but I feel like there's a moon in the sky, so it might not be this one. But I think it might be this guy. Oh, come on. Pinterest, really? What places? It might be this one, too. But I can't see it. See, maybe... Of course... No, I felt like it was more of a farmland. I don't remember the building on the side, but it might have been this one too. Doesn't say a name. Of course. But it was a similar to this. It was a similar landscape to the one with the moon and all of that. I didn't realize how many paintings had that look to it. It's similar to this. I feel like it's this one because I remember there were some farm animals in it. So I think it's this one. Or something similar. Anyways. Back to the game. Hey, yeah. Just got off track. And it just so happens the way I can do that is by drawing. Your coffee's gonna get cold. I prefer it that way. We became closer as time went by. The more we got to know each other, the better our games got. Everything was fun at this time. Yeah. I guess I was being optimistic. I thought overcoming these tough times would add to our personal growth. So I thought I'd continue to support Kani-chan on this endeavor. Girl is feeling depressed. But I was wrong. Yeah, society has a way of beating you down. Cruelly. Which is why I try to avoid retail jobs. I, for a very long time, hadn't seen Kani-chan enjoy making games from the bottom of her heart. Yeah, that's what monetary value can do to some person. Gosh. You want, it's so sad when no one else enjoys the games you make, but it's really hard to market your games, too. Like, there's thousands of games being published a day. Actually, hundreds, but feels like thousands. That's why I... Yay! Please don't fail this time. These are getting tougher. I kind of wish they had us get through it, but... Oh, goodness. Oh, oh. Okay, just wanted to make sure. No, I can't. How am I supposed to get through that? Okay, this is a little harder. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to get around that. Is it fun? You mean the game? This game? You've been playing it for years. It's just meh. You've been playing it for years though. But you play it all the time. Yeah. But it's just meh. I used to think it was fun. But from a game creator's perspective, it's just meh. And as hard as it reminds me of the Mario game. It hurts and the interface isn't well done and it's hard to understand. Even the level designs are whack. But you'd still play it. Well, you know all about that. I wanted to tell you I've decided. Decided what? To leave? I'm getting a full-time job. Aww. That is the saddest thing I have ever heard. That means giving up her dream of being a game designer. Game artist. What? Why so suddenly? It's not sudden. It wasn't sudden. I got an offer from my boss a long time back. He's wanted to hire me full-time for a while. Till now, I've been turning him down. Are you okay with the fact you won't be able to make games anymore? I mean, okay, who's to say full-time work means you can't make games? Yeah, more hours, that's why. I still think you can make games still in that time. Do you remember the promise we made? Now I want to work on I'll work on the game I'm working on for volunteer. It's volunteer, but it could end up becoming a paid. Who knows? I just want to work on that. I think, guys, give me a level design. I want to work. Gosh, I wish they were watching, but they're probably not. Damn it, I want to work on the game now, but I have other stuff to do after this. I have something I need to pick up. I want to make games, guys. I want to make games. Well, I promise. This is why I wanted to play this game. I love it so much. I guess you don't. You know, in my job at the cafe. Hydrate. Oh, gosh, dang it. Thanks, Neo. I needed water. How did you know? How did you know I needed water? Jeez. Alright, I'll be right back with a glass of water. How did you know I didn't have water? I'm in your brain. I'm coming back. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna be interested in this game. It's about the realities of getting a game development job. And also, I suck at platforming games. You gotta love this game, I just know it. You know, in my job at the cafe, they let me illustrate the menu and create boards for special deals. Oh, that's an amazing job for an artist. No wonder she wants to do full time. So I'm gonna curl up and cry pondering my future when I play this? Yes. You have missed so much of my reaction to this game. I have been really heavily reacting to this game. Like, no wonder she wants to work full time. She can illustrate still and do her passion. And the customers that come by tell me my designs are cool. Ugh. Oh gosh, I see why she. Ugh. Woo! Gosh dang. Oh, her pictures are pretty. She is getting what she wants with doing this cafe job. I would say go for it, girl. If you can do illustrations, hell yeah! She can show off her work and probably get a better job later on. Go, go, girl, go. Yeah, that's a good job for you. They just look genuinely pleased with my work, which is why she likes art. Thanks. And that's enough for me. That's all I've got to say. Ugh. I'll go now. No, not the girlfriend leaving. Hey, Kami-chan? Can I ask why you make games now? Thanks for everything. It was fun. Oh gosh. The no response after that. Why do you make games now, Neo? Why do you make games now? What do you like about making games, Neo? What do you like about making games? Thanks for all the subs, bud. I like working with other people. So making a game on my own is just kind of against the point because I fell in love with making games by working with other people. The day after graduation. That soon? I was actually able to better my skills while I was doing my master's by getting a notebook. I had to get a full-time job right away. Well, yeah, uh, yeah. I went to get my master's. I, I was in a daze near graduation. Oh! Hickey! I hear a cat. She threw her game on the table! No! This is sad. I don't know how long this game is. I wonder when it was that I started to plead for myself too much. Oh! I never fit in anywhere. Can't even hold a proper conversation. When did it happen? That someone like me started to believe I could make something that would bring praise. When did I start dreaming? Creating these conceited delusions. The real me is someone that can't even deal with how my best friend feels. I'm so selfish. Oh. And now it's time for platforming time. Yay! Okay. Oh gosh. Is it going over all the subs now? Oh my goodness. It's going through all the subs now. You have paused it. Oh, cool. How do I even get up there? I need more blocks. I wonder if I should watch too much of this game. Maybe. It looks very, very furry. I read the description. I've been wanting to play this for a while, and I finally got the game. I can't murder the frog, no. Avoiding the frog now, and I think all of that is done. I'll experience the whole thing for myself. That is a valid point. No! Doing so well up to that point. I got the key and everything. No! I am not good at platforming. I should have played more platforming games as a kid. Killing frogs with blocks, yes. Can I? Can't, can I? I noticed. Gosh dang it. These games are not my strong suit. Ah, okay. Have fun with your full-time job. Haha! I am Emma. Don't have a block. Where exactly am I going? Hit the frogs. I got this. I got this. Oh my goodness! I have no block! How am I supposed to get up there? See ya! I only have sand! Is this just a game of life? Probably. I only have one block. Game over. September 2017. Do you remember September 2017? Are you alright? Yeah. It happens sometimes. Okay. Hey, Kani-chan? What makes you feel safe and happy? Do I have to answer that question now? Oh, I just realized ad break ends in a minute. Bunch of people got subscriptions. It's fine. Just tell me. It can be anything. Something that makes me happy. I guess, cats, maybe? That's so unexpected! Oh gosh, I peeked there. That's so unexpected! I imagined you dislike animals. Got a problem? Did you ask just to make fun of me? Oh, no, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to share something I do all the time. Whenever I'm nervous or under stress, I think about the things I like. That's why she thought about the cat earlier. Give it a try, Connie Jump. It might make you feel better. Maybe I will. Let's normalize having bosses treat their employees with respect because, like, come on. I know bosses, like, expect respect in return, but, like, you need to treat your employees with respect, too. And correct them when they're wrong, not yell at them like they're an idiot. Will the representative please step on stage? That's you! I know. Cats! Think about cats! Alright. Hey. What? Thanks. Thanks. Is this the reward ceremony? We? At the intercollegiate intercollegiate game contest held nationwide for students. We won first prize. Wow, that's actually really cool. You really should have applied for a game job. It was completely unexpected. Chew on that, Professor, because I was simply making something I wanted to make, and those are the best games! What am I doing now? That reminds me of a story. 7. July 2021. After that, I continued making games alone. Something designed for hype. Having reason behind creation. I tried not to think about any of that. And then, I finally made one game. Interesting. Wait. Oh! I have an idea. No! Damn it. I messed up. Try again. 2, 3. Yeah, you have to go back to go forward. Interesting. Interesting, you have to go back to go forward. Oh. How am I supposed to get through that? And in order to get through here, I need more than one block. I need like 3. Or 2. One here, one there. So I don't think I'm supposed to go that way. This game's difficult. Like live. Wish we could break the blocks too, but this isn't what I can see. Let's try going back with the blocks I have. The issue with that is you need to use blocks to go up. So if I used to use these blocks, I would need to use at least 1 to get up there. Let's try this. Whoops. That's the key. Oh, hole. That's the key hole. I need to find a key. Maybe I have too many blocks. Alright, now I have more blocks, so this should be easier. Okay, I got the key. Okay. This is much harder than you think. Huh? Wait. I did it this time. Hmm. Well, it's certainly playable. Thank you. So, what do you think? You're asking if we'd publish this, right? Well, the answer is no. Why? You brought in a really old console? You know we don't publish for this, right? I don't mean for it to be published specifically for that console. Really? What's the sales pitch? Oh gosh. She's not great at sales pitches. It's made to run on retro consoles. That's pretty unique. That doesn't add much to the actual gameplay, does it? For shifting side to side. In fact, that would limit distribution. That's a negative to me. How would limit distribution? Yeah, people tend to get rid of old consoles. I mean, yeah, there are people that keep old consoles, but, like, how many people are like that? Gosh. And publishers have to be really picky about what games they publish. And some publishers aren't really good at marketing the games they do have. You gotta be careful what publisher you pick. Sometimes self-publishing is much better. Besides, if the customers were to choose, wouldn't they prefer to play one of the old masterpieces? Eh, you don't know. Maybe, like, some people still have old consoles and can't afford to get new consoles, so maybe it'd be people. I don't know, maybe there's a market for it. Why would they choose to play a fake retro game made by an unknown creator? Fake retro? Fake? Yeah. You gotta tell the positives. gosh, this is the issue when it comes to sell pitches. You have to sell them the positives of taking on this type of project. You can't just be, oh, I have a cool, unique idea. They will only see the downsides to that cool, unique idea. It's like, it's niche, it's this, it's that. You have to be, yes, but it may be niche, but there's a large amount of people who will play it. And like, oh, there's some people who don't have old consoles that want to play new games on them. I don't know. You gotta sell it. You gotta show numbers. You gotta show there's interest. You can't just go to a company and be like, here's our game. It happens surprisingly often. That in pursuit of originality, creators lose perspective. This was her looking at perspective, to be honest. I just what? I just wanted to make something I truly wanted to create. No. You know what? That's like the best reason to make games. I just wanted to make something I truly wanted to create. The issue is not everyone wants to play a game you want. Sometimes people do want to play a game you want. I think she would be better not going to a publisher, but self-publishing is you have to market yourself. And if you don't know how to market yourself, you're not going to sell much. That would be totally fine if you were doing it as a hobby. Yeah. It'd be fun if you were doing it as a hobby. By the way, that reminds me. I had a professor who told us a story about how he tailored the game to the judge's preference and won. That is a very scary thing. Just being able to make a game based on previous games you have played, based on games you would have played in the past, based on your age and experience. Like, just based on the information of what was popular games at the time. So if you did play popular games, you'd be harder to stereotype, I think is the term. Technically. He was able to make a game based on people's preferences by knowing the games they would have played in the past. Based on learning what games were popular and most played during their times. Take a good look around you. This is an office. We're a company doing business. Business. Yeah, game companies are focused solely on business currently are not doing well. So, going after profits only seems to be doing a detriment to them. Dude. Also, isn't this dirt a little bit after COVID? If you could make money by simply doing what you want. Oh yeah, this was a bad... This actually was a good era for games. They sold a lot. I mean... This is like after quarantine, games were doing great market-wise. This would actually sell a lot, to be honest. If you could make money by simply doing what you want, life would be so easy. That is not true. To do simply what you want requires resources and proper time and place. So, yeah. And also, it's actually really good to make a game that you want to play, because that means other people would want to play it. It's a game you're looking for, and maybe other people are looking for that same type of game. You never know. So saying, oh, we follow trends and all of that stuff. Look how that's going right now. So many single player studios are being shut down because they don't make enough money. But the battle royale area is being oversaturated, which is not going to make enough money. This is also difficult. But during this period, I think such a game would sell well. To be honest, what caught my eye in your games wasn't the game itself. It was the pixel art Miss Kumada created. Now that that's gone, I don't see any value in the games you bring me. You mentioned you two separated because of artistic differences. Artistic differences, more like life choices. What are you, an indie man? I mean, indie studio, if that's similar. Are you sure Miss Kumada didn't leave? Because you started making games that won't sell? Rude! She actually left because she wanted to focus more on games that followed the hype and trends. Yeah. Oi. And what have you done, Mr. Publisher? Have you actually marketed their games? Or were just one Facebook post? Rude. This is... Okay. Kumada left because she saw her friend was losing passion for... Saw her friend losing passion for what they love to do. And everyone else is saying, oh, she left because you weren't making money off the games you were selling. Because you were making passion projects instead. It's conflicting messages, and she's gonna try to make more. This is gonna lead her to making more games she hates in order to make a profit, which is gonna make crappy games. This is why the gaming industry is going down. It's not just AI; it's business practices. Like, oh, we gotta fire people to make more money. We gotta do this to make more money. We gotta do that to make more money. It's not always about money, people. Yeah, money is important to continue making games, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But that is not stopping me and a lot of people from making games. Because you started making games that won't sell. Those were passion projects. She left because her friend saw that she was losing passion for her game, and she started doing something else because it made her feel it was making like her friend made it art because she wanted people to feel emotions. Her being like, I want to make games that I wanted to make games that I would want is a good reason. Basically, I want to make games and share my passions with the world. You start making games that won't sell. Yeah, no, it's because she started losing her passion, dumbass. Don't say things you don't know about. Never listen to business people when they talk about people. Yeah, because they think everything is about money. It is not. Not everything is about money. A lot of it is about passion. Darn, I want to make this work. Kumada did it. You're right, she did it. Kumada did it what? Dude, take your last sentence and put it together, dumbass. She didn't leave because of money. I thought you came here to talk. Well, some people have issues talking. Maybe get some communication skills. And stop being so fucking rude! Kumada. Only Kumada. Saw value in the games I made. I know why Kumada left. Kumade? Kumada. Kumada. The real reason why. It wasn't because of money. Oh, thumbs down. She left because you were losing passion. 8. How many scenes ahead? September 2017. And it's the game again. Ooh. Brain? Blocks. Color. Oh. Nope. Darn, I was hoping there would be another spot. Okay, how high does it go? 2. It goes... Okay. Wait! I was able to jump down earlier! With the lava at that height. I don't know if I like the lava games. Also, this is in color now. You get the frogs. I'm getting rid of the frogs. Yeah, I can't. No! Darn. Trying to time well. We got the prize because of you, Kumada. We got the prize because of you, Kumada. Oh, the judges praised the visuals. They didn't really talk about the game itself. Hummel? You know I'm not the sort. Yeah, I do. No, she's thinking that her game didn't succeed because of her work. But trust me, good visuals go with good mechanics. Hi! Where did you come? Hey. Do you know why I asked to do the art for your game? Why? Because I was looking for someone that could draw. Because I was looking for someone that could draw pixel art? And you wanted to try your hand in it? Right? I wouldn't have offered for that reason. I hadn't even talked to you before, after all. Then why? In my freshman year, I went to exhibit held by students in programming. You know, the one for end of the year projects? Must have been boring. All the games played were poor copies of hit games. I was a bit disappointed. I bet. Yeah, a lot of people in college don't have unique, thoughts. Unique ideas, to be honest. But then, there was this desk with a single console placed on it. Everybody was doing their best to promote what they made, calling out to people to come play. But nobody was at that desk. And it was apparent nobody was going to come. Nobody took notice of that game. So I decided to give it a go. I'd give it a go. Really? That game felt so nostalgic. It brought back memories of games I used to play as a kid. Knowing there was someone in school that could make something like that made me really happy. Can you tell who I'm talking about? Her smile is so cute. Kanye-chan, your game really touched me. It was a coincidence we met at the teacher's room that day. But I've been waiting for a chance to talk to you forever. I was gonna say, let's make a game together. That's why I don't want you to think you did nothing to deserve the points. Thanks. Well, to be fair, I also thought it would be better if I did the graphics instead. Huh. Kanye-chan, you know? You can afford to be more confident. Kanye-chan. Ooh. The door is open. I think I won't get a full-time job after I graduate. I thought you said you were making games to get a proper job in the industry. Do you seriously think I can work in a corporate environment? Lately, I hear there's a lot of people that make games independently. I thought maybe I could give that a try. You should still work with someone who knows how to make indie games. I was thinking... It was fun working with you. That is why I like making games. It's fun working with people. It's so fun. So... But I'm also very sensitive about certain things because of past group projects. If you're up for it. Would you like to join me? I think I can make good games if it's with you. Oh, I love this game. Sure, let's do it. Yay. Really? It sounds ambitious, but I love a challenge. Besides, making a game with you was fun for me too. Can you promise me one thing? It's all fun and games what we're doing, but I bet things will be different once this is our job. Once this becomes our job. After we turn professional, we might start feeling different about creating games. This is the promise she mentioned! It might become stressful or even overwhelming. So, if we can't make games with the passion we feel now, let's not push it and quit. Oh, that's why she noticed she wasn't feeling the passion, and she noticed she was losing the passion because she was losing the passion. So she quit in order to get Kane-chan to quit. Oh. Promise? I never forgot. I know you didn't. It's just that if I said I remember the promise, I felt like I'd have to face the truth. The truth that now making games has become suffocating. And I was scared to admit it. That's why I pretended to forget. I knew it. No. If I didn't lie to hide how I feel, maybe things would have been different now. Kumade. Mary Tubbs never left. And maybe we would still be making games together. The DE is throwing me off. If I'd just been honest. I think there might be 10 scenes. Or there's either 10 or 12, and I'm not sure. 9. I don't know how long this is. It's almost been 30 hours. I think 9th of July. That's specific. Three, 1. Oh, I don't like this. Damn it. I'm not risking it. Oh, shoot. Oh, I hate this. Oops. No! I was trying to see if I could get it. I hear a phone ringing. what you do on that affects the story. Probably not. Ringing. And it's gone. Hello? Kani-chan? Hi, Kumada. Kumade? Kumada. Kumade? It's been a while. What's up? Well, I was wondering how you're doing. Poorly. Oh, so you do care about me. My training period ends this month. After that, I work full-time with benefits. Don't I sound all grown up? Yeah, cool. So what are you up to, Kani-chan? Still making games? Yeah. And wallowing in depression. Right. So, how's it going? Poorly. Well, I did it. I made a game. What? I took it to a publisher. That's great! Not really. It wasn't received well. Oh. Got told it isn't good enough. So, if you have the time, if you don't mind, can you come try play the game I made? I'd appreciate some advice. Well, sorry, guess you're busy. Oh, that's not it. I was just wondering if I could give any helpful advice to you at all. You can. Because I've always been the only one to take my game seriously. Okay. So, what's the plan? What do you mean? When do we meet? Anytime's fine for me. Come at your convenience. Then, how about next Tuesday? Okay. Tuesday. 12th of July. Right? It's the 9th. So, 10th, 12th. So it's Friday? No, it's Saturday. What time? Anytime. I'm always my heart. Oh gosh, I relate to this. Afternoon? Sure. Oh! Wanna grab lunch together? If you want. Okay, great! We'll meet Tuesday afternoon. Get lunch together. And after that, I'll play your game. Does that sound good? Yeah. Anything else? Bring a cat? No. Bring a cat. Okay. Well, see you then. Yeah. Later. Artistic differences. More like lifestyles. Life choices. The thing is, she didn't choose to do a full-time job because she needed the money. She chose it because she liked doing drawings for the cafe. I wonder what Kumada will think of this game. Kumade? Kumade. Would she find it nostalgic again? Would it move her? I couldn't tell her over the phone. But I'm gonna say it when she comes to visit. Maybe it's Link. But I'm going to ask if she'll make a game with me again. Oh no, I have a bad feeling. Okay, no, I don't have a bad feeling. I just have a anticipation feeling. April 2019. I am taking these platformers seriously. Like, you could probably, like, just restart 3 times and to avoid it, but I'm not doing that. Can I go back? Huh, but how I... Ah! No! Frog! Can't jump high enough to hit that. How am I supposed to hit that? No! Frog! Why are frogs and not crabs? I wonder. Hi, Mango. Technically, I'm working too, but it's something that lets me have a little more free time. So yeah. Hi, Mango. Are you in a petting mood? Are you want to be petted? I can't see the screen, Mango. There. I wanted to see if she would stay. Okay, again? Oh no! I didn't realize it was 3. I thought it was 2. I reached that one. What if I go back? Oops, I actually... Gosh dang it, I need to move it. I keep messing up. Because I pressed Z immediately after. If it was a loud place, would definitely accidentally mess up. There. There. Getting as many blocks as I can. Fragmata. No! Damn it. I'm able to jump over too, but I need to get like to the very edge or something. Nope. 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 Darn it. I didn't go far forward enough. Ooh, this is their apartment. Right, let's start. Did she leave the apartment? Sorry, mind if I interject? Hi, I'm Kumada. I'm in arts and design. You're looking for someone that can create pixel art, right? So, how about leaving that to me? And a flashback to the beginning. You can see and decide for yourself. If I have the skills you're looking for. Having a nickname would bring us closer, don't you think? You can call me Kuma-chan too. So, why do you make games? Huh, why do you make games? A lot of people get one idea in their head and they want to make that. Whenever I'm nervous or I'm stressed, I think about things I like. Recap. Yay. Sure, let's do it. I gotta snooze this. Making game with you was fun for me too. I'm not sure how to start an ad. I know I can snooze them though. I only have 3 attempts at snoozing. From Teo, where's this room? It's gonna be our place. Oh, the sweet memories. Yeah, we're in this together. Come on. I think it's almost over. It feels like it's getting close to the conclusion. 12th of July, 2021. Oh. It's either very early in the morning or it's late at night. And I'm not sure which one I want. Oh, I hate that. No! Damn it. No! That was by a pixel. No! I thought I had to go to the other side. Yeah. When the day came, Kumade didn't come. Sorry, Kandi-chan. One of the part-timers got sick today, and I forgot to fill in the spot. Kumade had already found a new place to be. And I realized the days we spent together had already become the past. So, can I take a rain check? What I thought was the place I belonged to didn't exist anymore. Aww, honey. Kitty! Did you ever consider your games don't sell because they're made by a loser like you? I'm in agreement. I can't stand working another second with a selfish jerk like Kanye. That girl who couldn't do pixel art. What caught my eye in your games wasn't the game itself. It was the pixel art Miss Kumade created. A loser like you, a selfish jerk, don't see any value. Oh, you know, in my job at the cafe, they let me illustrate the menu and create boards for special drinks, deals. And that's enough for me. That's all I forgot to say. It's the stage! She got her reward at! Oh! I feel sad. I feel like crying, but tears aren't coming yet. Oh. Kane. Kane. Oh no. Okay, I gotta let this ad break happen. It's coming in 3 minutes. No one's there. Kane-chan, are you there? Oh, I need to... Oh gosh. Could you do a rain check? I really hope that open window isn't what I think it is. I really hope it's not. I mean, she would know by then, right? What's home? I'm coming in, okay? Alright, I'm gonna keep playing until that break starts. I need a moment so at break is. Hello? Hey, I got worried because you wouldn't pick up the phone. It's not here. Hey, where are you? I'm not crying. I am crying. Oh, what? Huh? Oh gosh, I'm crying. It's a certificate. That's when we won first prize at the contest during our college years. That was an important event for us. Oh, there's drinks on the table. It's the desk I used to work on. It's left the way it was. It's an old second-hand pool table. Tanya-chan wanted to add a fun touch to the room. But I've never seen her play pool once. It's Tanya-chan's apron from her last job. She never returned it after she quit. I mean, after how he yelled at her, I wouldn't return it either. I don't want to be near that type of person. It's a pot plant. It's straight up. There are a lot of boxes on the steel racks. Oh, ad started. Alright. I need an emotional break, guys. Oh gosh, I need an emotional break. This isn't going well. The issue is when someone's losing their passion, the issue when it comes to like leaving them alone, it could fester more. Hana-chan did a really good job trying to push past it, but without her emotional support from her best friend, she probably wasn't doing it. Especially if that last guy was just a complete jerk. And then said, oh, there's no value in your game without the graphics and the art. Dude, I don't even think he... Yeah. It's really hard to market a game yourself. And publishers are supposed to help, but if they don't help, like, make sure to read your contracts real closely. Oh, gosh. This is so amazing, but I really need to... I really just need a break. Ugh. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna make this a break. I need an emotional break, so I'll be right back. I just taking a break and getting some water. Uh Yeah? Ah, mango. Alright. I also got some snacks. I didn't have any before, so kind of makes me better sometimes. So I want to have some snacks. Yeah, I don't think anyone's interested. Doesn't seem like too many people are interested, but this is an interesting thing. There are a lot of boxes and steel racks. They contain sneakers. Connie-chan used to have a thing for sneakers during college. When developing games started getting hard, she suddenly lost all interest in them. Aww. It's a pot plant. It's straight up. I want to see if there's anything else I could look up. It's Connie-chan's desk. There's a game console on it. The screen's cracked. Hmm. The window's open. Connie-chan? Hi, Kumade. Firstly, you've reached the last stage. Thanks for playing till the end. I meant it when I said you're the only one who takes my game seriously. I thought hard and long about what you said. Oh. I don't like this. I don't like this. You were right. I'd lost myself. I was concentrating on what would sell. It wasn't for the money. It was more about pride. I wanted to prove I could make a hit. I create something people would praise. I was to prove I'm capable. And the past was a lot more self-centered. I never thought of the player. I didn't care what they thought about my games. It was their fault that they didn't get it. Yeah, some people do. Like, you just don't get it. It's good writing. Type of attitude. It's really hard because you get it and you get frustrated at other people not getting it. But the thing is, my answer to almost everything in AP English class was that we could not determine the true meaning of something because it's up to the author's interpretation. We can interpret it however we want, but only the person who wrote it knows the true meaning behind those words. And sometimes, the real meaning behind a red door is just, it's a red door. Red stands out a lot. Maybe they just thought they wanted something that stood out. A red door stands out, so does a blue door, so does a yellow door. Sometimes just putting a color to to an object makes it stand out. It doesn't need a symbolic meaning. It just meant to stand out to the player. And words, because all you have are words to describe a scene. And sometimes the color can have meaning, but sometimes the author just wants you to focus on an object. And sometimes that object can be a door or something, so they add a color to it to get focus. We don't know if there was meaning behind the color they chose, or if it was a random color. There are some things authors research into, and some things they just do to get players to have more focus. I hate the twitching eye. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I try to fix it. So, a lot of times we feel like something needs meaning because how we're taught in English, like, yes, this had a lot of meaning. But no, we don't know the meaning. Only the author truly knows the meaning, and we cannot go into the author's head, especially if they're dead. We cannot be like, this is what the author was thinking. No, we don't know. We don't know what the author is thinking. We don't know what the game designers are thinking. Sometimes there's reason and sometimes there's not. Sometimes things are just accidental. I really believe that. I know I'm egotistical. But I felt so free then. I've forgotten how I used to feel. But after you left, it all came back. Oh. So I made this game. This is just something I truly wanted to make. Something I truly wanted to make. The publishers hated it, but I don't care about that anymore. It was fun to make. You've always asked why I make games, and I never gave you a proper answer. The truth is, I didn't know myself. That's why I couldn't answer you. But now I can tell you why. I make games because it's fun. That's all. I wanted to tell you something. And this might cause you more trouble than good. But when I was making games with you, it was even more fun. So, I wanted to ask you. Oh gosh. And she didn't come. This is a very important message. This is the type of message someone makes when they're very emotional. This is not something you brush off for another day. Oh gosh. This is like very important emotionally for someone. This is Kane-chan communicating her whole heart out. Oh gosh. And you said rain check. I know full-time jobs are so annoying. But you should have said you had something important to do. They can always ask someone else. If you finish making this game with me. Gosh. Oh gosh. Kamade, why did you take so long? This is such an emotional message. This is someone's full heart in this message. This is not something you delay doing. But there's no way you could have known this was how important this was. And this is the type of message you have to give before you emotionally break. And unfortunately, Kamade arrived late. She still came. This is not something you can rain check on. I don't care if it becomes the last game we make. Can we try again? Some fools in the world hide how they truly feel. They think if they tell the truth, people would think they're lame. Or maybe think they're crazy. And they can't stand that, so they lie. But because they're not very smart, they let the truth slip. In places people notice. That, to me, is one of the lamest things anyone could do. Goodbye, world. No.
The clock is ticking, mocking the scenery. Should I tell you?
No. It didn't. No, she didn't. Oh, that's. Oh. Oh no. That indicates. That suggests. Oh. Oh no. That's not great. That's not good at all. Can we try again? I'm drowning in sorrow, guys. I hate this! It love this game, by the way. I hate the emotional impact it's having on me.
Your eyes are closing. I thought it'd be easier for you to stay up, so you could watch me go to the strangest places. This ghost town is a dead girl with a dead crowd. So how am I supposed to tell them I'm not crazy? I'm walking in my sleep. I'm trying hard to keep the memories that I found, and my heart is on my sleeves. I'm trying hard to blink, but I can't open my eyes when I am walking in my sleep. Walking in my sleep.
Are you sure the game's alright like this? Of course! What now? Just... Why is it made like I died in the end? Ah! Thank you! You asked for it. Something with a plot twist. Has metafictional ideas. And the protagonist dies unexpectedly. I say like this would get people talking, right? Thank goodness. I was worried. I was worried. Yeah? Bonus unlocked. Isolation Studio. Oh! Here. What's the bonus? Unstoppable! Oops, I pressed C. I think the bonus is just being able to play this game. Again. Oh gosh. Yeah, yeah, it's just playing this game. Ah, okay. I'm gonna stop there. I could play another several. I could just play that mini game. That is actually really cute. Oh gosh, I wish more people was watching this stream so I could gloat a glossamer this game with so much praise. Why would I gloat? I don't know why I said gloat. Glummer? Glaze? Maybe glaze. Glaze this game with praise. It's really cute. Like, what the heck? Ah, and it gives a lot of feels. It's like, why did it make it seem like I died at the end? I'm like, yeah, why did you make it seem like she died at the end? Maybe she just went out to get groceries. Or ice cream. That's really nice. I had the piss notes and all of that. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Oh gosh. Next Friday. I'm glad I played that because it was short. Much shorter than the other game I got. I got Metaphor ReFantagio. And I wanted to play that too. I'm glad I played this one today because my friend said she couldn't attend. So I didn't play it because of that. But also I just wanted to play this game. It's so nice. Ah, gosh. Why is this so emotional? I don't know. But I had fun. It was good. It wasn't too long. It was about 3 hours. It was a 3 hour game. Not too long. So it was about, yeah, 12 chapters, 13 is just the bonus content. So it's not a long game, but it's a really good one. I would suggest people play it. It's been out for a few years, but like, and I'm not being sponsored, so I like, there's no benefit in me telling people, go play this game. I just like the game. But yeah, I think when I'm posting this on YouTube, I'm gonna remove that first. The first part with the music. I put the music in the chat room at the very top. So if you're wondering what music it was, it's there. Um, I'm probably gonna take it out, like adjust it when I'm gonna post it because that's the issue with music. It's like you have to credit it, and I'm not. That's like a lot of details, and I'm bad with keeping up with details. I'm so bad with keeping up to details. But I keep looking around for music. There was a YouTube one, and I was probably just like music's from this and this channel. I don't know who you are. Mutual server. Ignore. Because I have not been talking on that server, so you probably someone I don't know. Just saying. Anyways, I have things to do, other stuff. But yeah, next Tuesday and Wednesday is the same games, Infinite Nikki, and then Where We Went to Meet. Friday, we're playing Metaphor ReFantagio. So, yeah. Bye. Love you all. Bye.